What's up guys, it's Premium, and today I'm bringing you my perception of Infinite Warfare as we can tell right now from all the details that have been released. So I immediately want to go on and start off by saying I'm not here to hate on the game like everybody else is. I've loved all the Call of Duties that they've made, and I probably will continue to like them. Even if people say they're not going to be good like Advanced Warfare, everybody had hate. But I still love the game. And then Black Ops 3, everybody's saying it's closer to what they wanted but still not there. I love Black Ops 3. I've liked Call of Duty ever since I played it. I don't think that's going to change with Infinite Warfare, so I'm not going to have a downward perspective on this. I'm looking at all the positives and everything that I think is going to be great about the game. And with Infinity Ward, I think there's a lot to look forward to. So without further ado, let's get into it. Infinity Ward has already confirmed that everything that happens in multiplayer and the campaign and whatever other kind of series they're going to add is in the galaxy. And a lot of the action from gun-to-gun gunfights is on the ground, with the exception of probably a few zero-gravity scenes like the one we saw in the trailer where they were out in on top of the spaceship. So I think that's something we can look forward to. I think we're starting to get more towards boots on the ground again. I think we're going to boots on the ground instead of away from it like we have been, and I think that's something that the community wants. But from there, I also think the campaign that we've seen thus far, Infinity Ward already said that was not a campaign mission. Everyone's like, oh my gosh, the campaign looks terrible. It's so dumb. That was not a campaign mission. That was a side, I'm trying to think of the word to call it. A side objective. So what they were doing is, when you target planets, if there's a ship next to the planet, that ship is kind of like reinforcement. So if you are to target that ship, then when you go and attack the planet, then that ship won't come for reinforcements and the mission will be easier. But when you do attack ships, ships will spawn on different planets. So, and then from that, I'm going to lead into my next point, that I really like how the way the campaign is going. We're not having set missions for everyone. The only difference is going to be the difficulty level. So I could play a campaign mission and have a ship there, and my friend could not have a ship, and it could play out completely different just because of the amount of reinforcements and the way I would have to go through the level and etc. I think that getting away from just the Stone Age kind of do this level, do this level, do this level, I think that's good for the community. I think it's going to be good. And then now there's new tactics. So when you're in the campaign, you get to talk to people and interact with people, and the mood changes in the ship from what's been released. You can have a captain that's mad or whatever, and that actually does affect how things go down. So it's kind of something you have to pay attention to, and it could actually lead to you failing the mission. So the tactics there are introducing a new thought process to the game, which is going to be good. And then another thing that I'm looking forward to that probably not a lot of people aren't, is the fact that there is going to be spaceship battles or ship battles or jet battles or whatever you want to call it. We saw it in the trailer. You got to fly in the ship and you had to shoot people down. I think that's going to be something cool that we've never had in Call of Duty before. I think it'll be great. I think it'll be a new experience. I'm all open to trying new things. You can't hate on it until you try it, in my opinion. So, let them kind of do what they're going to do, and I think it could be something good. And then another thing that I realized, when they were on top of the spaceship, I think they're trying to point to different kind of maps. So in Call of Duty, we've always had a 3-lane kind of setup. You always had the left lane, the right lane, and then the middle lane. But the way that was set up, it kind of looked like a multiplayer map, in my opinion. There was a middle lane, flat, middle lane on the left, and middle lane on the lane flat on the left, middle, and right. But if you look at it now, when they're on the spaceship, it goes up 3 levels. So what I think they could be doing is, I think it's going to kind of be a flat surface, and there'll be different kinds of levels. So now I think instead of playing on a just 3 across kind of map, I think it'll be more of a 3x3 square where you can be in any different kind of position. I think that'll open the game up to new strategies and a lot of different new ideas that, I have a lot of plans for it. It's going to be great if that's what it is. That's just an idea that I had. It might be true, it might not. Nothing is confirmed on that. It was just something that I thought of myself. So we could be going to a 3x3 lane system instead of just a 3-lane system. And then also, when you watch the trailer, I haven't heard anybody talk about it, but I noticed it. When he's in the, he's going up steps and there's a bunch of whatever they are, he pops this shield thing, and it kind of pops up like a radar, and he can see that they're enemies by the red stuff. But what you see is when he pops it on the bottom left, his thing goes away. So what it is it's exactly like what we have in the Black Ops campaign now. Like, you have different little abilities that you can use, but it takes time to get them back. And like, this is kind of just a thought, but if there's the same thing in the campaign, like, do you think there could be specialists in there too? Like, so maybe we'll see the return of specialists in Infinite Warfare. Or another thing that I related it to was Advanced Warfare having exomute or overclock. Yeah, that's what it was called. When you could just deploy him whenever you want, you could hold on to him, you could stop it and start it whenever you wanted. I think something like that is going to be returning for sure. I'm not sure what. They may put their own spin on it, but I'm looking forward to that. Like new ways to play the game. It's always a good thing. And if they don't like it, then you can take it out. But that's the thing. Like, everybody complains in Call of Duty about how we always have the same stuff, but then when we do something different, everybody complains about it. Like, if you're not open to change, then just stick with the same game and don't complain about it. So I like trying new things, because if I like it and I give enough feedback about it, then maybe it'll stay, and maybe it'll be the next Call of Duty. You just never know. So, and then another thing that I'm talking about is everybody's all no boosting, blah blah blah. In everything that we've seen right there, there has been no boosting, period. Nothing. There's been no boosters, no, like, nothing. Thrusters, boosters, anything like that. The only thing that is even remotely close to boosters that we have seen is they did have a jetpack at one scene in the campaign. When they were on top of the ship, you saw one person had a jetpack on his back, but he didn't use it for, like, thrusting in the air. He only used it, like, to control his left and right, forward and backward positioning in zero gravity, which is something that you would realistically have to do. So I don't think it's actually going to be a thruster slash booster kind of game. I'm really, like, I don't know, I kind of like jetpacking in a way. Like, I think it adds a new level to the game, like I've been talking about, and it's something that I like to do. Like I said, either way, if none of the stuff that I talked about is in the game, I'm going to love it anyway. If everything is in the game that I've talked about, I'm going to love it. If it's a mix, I'm going to love it anyway. Like I said, Call of Duty is a game that I've liked for a long time. Like, haven't had anything wrong with it, just play it. And even if people complain about it, I'll still play it. Like, Ghost was one of the least liked Call of Duties in my opinion. Still played it, like, whenever I could, like, just enjoyed it, because that's what I enjoy. And with that being said, YouTube, it's been real. I will see you guys next time.
The bomb has been planted.
HCXD ready for tasking.
HCXD deployed. Nice work, Black Ops. Get ready for the next round. Switching sides. Protect the objective.